people, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany. I discuss missing people, usually from the Pacific Northwest on this channel, because my sister, Jessie Grace Moore, went missing from Wenatchee, Washington on June 20th of 2016. There has been no one arrested in regards to her disappearance, but her case is still open. And she's the reason I've become so passionate about missing persons cases, and she's the reason I do this. So Grace, this is for you. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated on missing people, and also give this video a thumbs up because it's a free way to help the missing out. I have been wanting to discuss this particular case for some time, but I was just hoping that this woman would turn up and her family would have answers, but unfortunately that is not the case, so we're going to talk about it today. Let's talk about Graciela Garcia. She also went by the nickname Gracie, so that's what I'll call her in this video. Gracie is a 49-year-old woman who went missing from Hermiston, Oregon on November 8th, 2019. Gracie is a beloved hairstylist in her hometown. Her customers are like family to her, and everyone is so worried for her safety and well-being. Gracie has been in the salon industry for 14 years, and when she went missing, she had just moved her salon into her home and was just working out of her home. Gracie is absolutely stunning. She is just so beautiful. From what I've read, she is a devoted mother. She is her own boss. She is the kind of person who is always trying to better herself, and she instilled that into her children. She has lived in Hermiston her entire life and raised her 4 children in this town. 3 of Gracie's children are grown and out of the house, but she has one son that's 14, and he splits his time between her and her ex-husband. On the night of November 8th, Gracie planned to take her youngest son some food to his dad's house. At 7 p.m., Gracie's son received a text from her as well as 2 missed phone calls. We don't know what the text said, but I don't think it was anything super alarming. When her son returned the phone call, it went straight to voicemail, and right away, you guys, her children knew something was up because it was never like her to turn off her phone, and it definitely wasn't like her to not be somewhere when she said she was going to be somewhere. She planned to take her son food that night, and from what her children have said, she would never miss doing something like that. Her children were obviously concerned, so they went to Gracie's house to look for her, and her daughter describes the scene of Gracie's home just being off. Gracie's car was still parked at her house, and when they went inside, all of her jewelry was still there, and her daughter said that's so unlike her mom to not leave without her rings on. And girl, I totally get that. Like, I never leave my house without my rings, so if those are left behind, you know something happened to me. And she says that everything was just neatly placed. Like, it just looked kind of too perfect. Gracie usually had some clothes thrown around, but everything was just neat and orderly, and her daughter, like I said something was just off. As far as Gracie's kids could tell, nothing was missing from the home, and there was no sign of foul play. Gracie's phone hasn't been used since that day, and her social media accounts have not been accessed either. Her children filed a missing persons report on her 3 days after she went missing, so on November 11th, 2019. Police just didn't have a lot to work with, though, because it didn't seem like foul play had happened. I mean, they haven't ruled that out, but an adult can just up and leave whenever they want, but her children are saying something happened to her. This is so unlike her. She would never leave her kids. Hermiston Police Chief Jason Edmiston describes the investigation as open and evolving, and declined to provide specifics about whether or not there had been any activity on any of her financial accounts in the months since the mother of 4 vanished. So to me, that seems like there has been activity on her financial accounts. I could be totally wrong on that. But usually when a person goes missing, if their financial accounts have not been accessed, the police will inform the public on that. So the fact that they're kind of keeping that hush-hush indicates that, you know, her bank accounts have been accessed. I could be totally wrong on that. But to me, that's what I'm getting from it. Gracie's children have been interviewed, and they think Gracie was kidnapped but is still alive. And they say it's just intuition, it's a feeling that they have, and I get it. I mean, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum with Jessie, but they think, you know, she could be possibly being held somewhere, which is horrible. Horrible, horrible to not have answers. I mean, I'm in the same boat, so I really feel for them. From what I've read, there's no evidence indicating what happened to Gracie. In my unprofessional opinion, if she was kidnapped, I think it would have taken place at her home, because she was going to leave in her car to take her son food, and it could have possibly been someone she knew, because there's no signs of foul play or that there was a struggle. But you never know, she could have had a stalker or something like that. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous, and someone could have got infatuated with her. Her daughter is quoted saying, "People have wanted to do a search, but we don't think that would work, because we don't know where to search. She could be in another state." I think everyone looking at this case, clearly something happened to this woman. And all her belongings were at her house, so if she was going to run away, don't you think she would at least take her car? I mean, and her kids, again, really emphasize she would never leave them. She would never leave them. That's not her style at all. It's interesting, though, her ex-husband told the family and investigators that she just left town, leaving behind her vehicle and all of her possessions. Did she tell him she was going to leave? Again, the police could have so much more information than the public has. There's some articles on her disappearance, but this is not getting the coverage that it needs at all. Graciela is described as being 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighing 140 pounds. Her hair was blonde when she was last seen. If you have any information regarding Gracie's disappearance, please contact Hermiston PD at 541-567-5519. Once again, this is one of those disappearances that leave you with way more questions than answers, and it's almost as if she disappeared out of thin air. My heart goes out to Gracie and to Gracie's children and all the people that love and care about her and want to see her brought home safely. I hope that they receive the answers that they seek, and maybe this video could help in some way. So please continue to share this, share the video, share a picture of her, share a flyer of her, whatever you can do, you guys. And just by watching this video, you're already helping just spread awareness. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Okay? Bye.